The ongoing feud between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is what's trending in true crime. Attorneys for the It Ends With Us co-stars met in federal court for the first time on Monday. The judge advising both sides to avoid making public statements that could prejudice the proceedings. If not, the judge voiced his ability to move up the trial that's currently scheduled for March of 2026. So at the hearing Monday, Lively's attorneys referenced the website launched by Baldoni's team a few days earlier that contains documents pertaining to the legal battle, including a section titled Timeline of Relevant Events with text messages between Lively and Baldoni. So the question we're asking this morning, has the trial already commenced in the court of public opinion? I'm so happy to have our next guest on the show. Check out his podcast, No Filter with Zack Peter. Zack Peter. Zack, good morning to you. What do you think? Has the trial already begun?
Listen, the court of public opinion is weighing in, and people have some very hot takes. I feel like more people are leaning more towards Baldoni with the more evidence we're starting to see come out. But when the judge said that he wanted to expedite the trial and make it earlier, everybody online was like, please, we're following this and we don't want to wait another year. Yes, yes.
You know, and Zack, you touched on something I wanted to ask you about. Those folks who are following this intensely, and you know, it is intense. There's so much back and forth. It seems like every day there's a new headline, a new document, a new text message, something, new video that comes up. You said you think the court of public opinion is leaning more toward Justin Baldoni. Why do you sense that is?
I just think he's shown us more of text messages and emails, and we've gotten his side of things where we've heard some of her claims, but then we see based off of his side, there's a bit more context, or we're seeing that, you know, the text messages that were initially released in the New York Times were lacking context, or were lacking other messages that we didn't see. So I think just with the amount of information he's giving us, it seems like he has a stronger case.
Okay, this is helpful. So when you look at everything, and you've been pouring through the documents, reading them all, anything you can get your hands on, is there anything that really stands out to you above all else with this case that you think might take front and center when this trial does eventually roll around next March?
Well, I know that there have been some internet sleuth theories that maybe, you know, there was a bit more that went on between Baldoni and Blake. I mean, we've seen it often. Co-stars in the lead of a romantic film, they tend to develop feelings. And I think based off of the tone of some of the text messages, we wouldn't be surprised if maybe some feelings were developed, and maybe that's kind of why Ryan Reynolds has kind of inserted himself a lot more when it came to, you know, the promotional strategy and the marketing of the film. So much so to we're seeing these skits that people are believing are about Justin Baldoni with the jabs that he seemingly took at him in the Deadpool with his Nice Pool character. So I think that, I mean, it may just be a fun internet theory, but I think we want to believe that maybe there was a bit something more that was going on between Blake and Baldoni, because the chemistry was certainly there.
Yes, it was. We'll leave it there for now. I know we'll continue talking with you about this case, Zack, but we have another one we want to turn to now. The accuser, the alleged victim in the felony assault trial for hip-hop star A$AP Rocky was back on the stand on Monday, with most of the attention, of course, in this case on Rocky, on his famous partner, Rihanna, the mother of his two kids. And there were plenty of fiery courtroom moments as well between the alleged victim, A$AP Rocky, real name is Terrell Efron, and defense attorney from New York, Joe Tacopina. Take a look.
Yo, you're annoying, bro. Just come on. We didn't even get to the case. Right. What are we doing here?
Are you keeping up? Stop. Are you keeping up with the question?
I can't keep up with him. I can't take him serious.
No.
The heated exchange didn't stop there. Oh, no. Tacopina continued questioning Relly on cross. It led to this outburst during the testimony. Take a look.
You're not going to keep tripping me up. I'm on
Mr. Efron! Stop! Just stop talking.
We have a letter from the DA, and the letter says that Mr. Efron informed them that he went on his Instagram. Yes, my Instagram.
All right.
George Sherman, as in Relly Boss? You're trying to show me somebody else's that I can't activate where I can go to my archive.
He doesn't need to go on someone else's phone.
Okay, and so, Zack, as you know, having followed this, there's so many things people are talking about surrounding this trial, right? We know the lawyers have been getting into it. Joe Tacopina and John Lewin, the deputy DA, famous for putting away Robert Durst. They've been going at it. The judge said, you two don't even talk to each other unless it's about trial business. We know we've got Camille Vasquez and Ben Chu representing Relly, people talking about that. And last time you were on the show, we were talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because Erica Jane's son, Sergeant Tommy Zizzo, was witness number 1 and found no evidence of a shooting when he responded. So we're asking, Zack, do we think ASAP Relly might have just become the least interesting part of this trial?
I mean, I feel like every day there's something new that's coming out, whether it's Rihanna serving a fashion look in court. I'm like, what in the Anna Delvey is going on here? And then we have these outbursts. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, I love reality TV, as you know, and this trial has been like an ongoing reality show with outbursts and fashion looks. I'm like, is this the Real Housewives? Are we in court in downtown LA?
I know. It is more like a drama. I mean, this witness, you've seen him, Zack. He's so combative. I mean, he just likes to fight. Joe Tacopina is so good. I mean, he's a really aggressive defense attorney, as we know. He is here for it. He's like, I got all day. Let's go. So it's just, you're right. It's like a soap opera or something, and we're here for it. It's fantastic. So we'll see what happens today. Thank goodness he's off the stand after 5 days. So we'll see what comes. Zack, I want to let you.
More.
Yeah, with that.
I said, I want more. Keep him on the stand for another few days.
I know. Call him back.
Poke some more buttons.
Yes. Call him back. I want to let you weigh in on another story, Zack, while we have you this morning. So, as you know, another big trending case is Diddy's case. We've been talking about it weekly. Well, now he's been taken to the hospital. That's right. According to multiple reports, we know he's being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. That's a federal facility. It is rough. And he was taken to the hospital so he could get an MRI on his knee. The hip-hop mogul didn't spend the night at the hospital after the MRI. Apparently, he went right back to the Lovely facility. He's been there since last September, if you can believe it, as he's awaiting charges for his federal sex trafficking case. That trial set to start in May. Zack, what do you think about Diddy's hospital trip?
Listen, everybody is on high alert watching Diddy. Nobody wants a jailbreak. Nobody wants, you know, any accidents to go down in prison. But I mean, initially I'm like, what's going on? Like, everybody is hyper alert because nobody wants like a repeat of Epstein, or, you know, I know that there's a lot of internet speculation about Diddy as well, and about, you know, whether or not when we're going to see this trial come forth. But I want it to, again, all of these trials, like the delay in the court dates is just, I'm ready for the trials to start playing out now, because I know that there's a lot of celebs that are going to be coming to the forefront in these Diddy trials, and I think everybody's ready to just dive in at this point.
I think you're exactly right, my friend. We're going to be there for it all in that courtroom and dissecting every bit of it. I just feel like there's still more that's going to drop before the trial. I just kind of have a feeling. I know we've got that superseding indictment just out, but I don't know, just a hunch maybe. Zack Peter, you're the best. Thank you so much for coming on Opening Statements again. We'll see you soon, and be sure to check out Zack's podcast, No Filter with Zack Peter. Still to come here on Opening Statements, we're spotlighting the mysterious death of Philadelphia teacher Ellen Greenberg.